and I'm back. We won, and I got my bro, Josh, right now. He's I wouldn't say he's new to the channel. He's always been here. He's the guy that I talk to about football, all the time. So finally, we got the two of us. We're gonna speak. We're basically gonna have the conversation we have on the phone live on air with you guys. So, Josh, man, what did you think about the game, bro?
First and foremost, I want to shout out to my United fans out there. There are a number of key things that I took from the game. I think the first thing we've got to look at is the positivity of Jose Mourinho's substitutions.
Wait, Josh, hold on. I'm a newbie. I need to make sure I've got my headphones in so people can't really be hearing your feedback. It's mad. I'm sounding kind of
cool.
Obviously, I'm new to this technology, people, so you got to give me a oblige. Now I understand why they're wearing the headphones. When you're watching other channels, you see them wearing the headphones. You're like,
listen, I don't know anything about technology, but I'm just going to speak, put my mind out, and let hopefully some fans will just appreciate true football
analysis. I got you. Do your thing.
All right. I think the first thing United fans have to appreciate would be the substitutions and the tactical changes of Jose Mourinho. When Mourinho came in the summer, there was a lot of, I guess, worry about him being negative, him not being forward thinking, him being somewhat anti-United. And today he proved that he wasn't. He took 100%. He took off Blind for Rojo, which made sense, but then he took off Fellaini for Mata, which I was incredibly impressed.
Josh, I just want to can I jump in about that?
Go on.
That you're saying. So he took off he took off Fellaini, and there's so many. It's not saying Fellaini had a good game. Fellaini had a great game in that. I wouldn't say great, but he had a very good game. But it's the forward thinking. Someone like in that game 2 years ago, we know what we've seen. The same football.
Under Mourinho, under Moyes, under LVG, we lose that game.
We definitely lose that game, and all we would have done is been cussing the referees, and yeah, there's reason to cuss the referees, but I just like the fact that Mourinho is taking this appointment completely different to what you usually expect from a Mourinho team. If I'm making any sense. So some people say that Mourinho, his game is so defensive. It's not forward thinking, it's not beautiful, it's not attractive, it's not easy on the eye, none of these things. And I have to say, as a fan, it's been anything but like those the latter, what I've explained before. It's been a breath of fresh air. But Josh, carry on. What was he talking about?
Yeah, so like I said, he took off Fellaini for Mata, which was forward thinking, but then what he did that really impressed me, which completely surprised me, he took off Chris Smalling, he brought on Marcus Rashford, and three at the back. And I was just, I couldn't believe that he was doing this. He said, you know what, I want to go out and I want to win the game. And even if United would have come away losing that, I would have had a level of respect for Mourinho for doing that. That's one thing that I was thoroughly impressed with. Another thing that he did, which made me really happy, is I felt like I was reliving the Fergie years again. Like you said,
Josh, you hit the nail on the head.
Under Moyes, under LVG, that game's lost.
100, bro. Look, you're saying exactly the right points. It did feel very Ferguson-esque, and this was Ferguson's birthday, so he was watching from the stands, watching the game, and he was like, these guys, like he was smiling. Did you see it? I don't know if you saw it, but they panned to Ferguson, and you could see that smile. Like it felt like he was on the touchline, but there's someone far younger, someone that he's gonna be a success at Manchester United. I'm not gonna lie, bro. When that goal went in the air, I was like, top four. That's all we can fight for now. Because in the back of my mind, Josh, I'm not gonna lie to you. I haven't really said it out there to the fans, to the random black guy subscribers. I ain't said it to them, but in my heart, I'm hoping we can mount a title challenge. Yeah,
how do I?
Like in my heart. But obviously, it's not. I can't come out now and say we're in a title race. That's dumb. Do you know what I mean? But in my true, the true United fan of me, is saying, let's keep winning games. So when they scored, it was a sucker blow. To my heart took it. My heart was like, all right, let's just fight for the top four. Like the top four is not going to be settled if we lose that match. Do you know what I mean? But to do what we did, I just wanted let me get your take on today's ref. If you could, I want you to give a ref a rating. We'll give a ref ratings first.
I'll give him like a 1 out of 5. He was fair. he was going to be my fifth choice, my fifth thing I was going to comment on. First and foremost, the Zlatan Ibrahimovic goal. It was a clear goal, and I don't understand how he didn't give that. In the second half, Marcus Rashford broke into the opposition's penalty area, and he was brought down. Anywhere else in the pitch, that's a free kick. However, he bottled the penalty, and then there was one other decision. It was a 50-50 where I think Chris Smalling won the ball and he won the ball for opposition and he gave him the free kick. And I just looked at Lee Mason and I just said, you're clearly having a mare. And had United lost that game, because you would have commented on the referee, and quite rightly so, because the referee got a lot of key decisions wrong there.
Key decisions. Listen, I was thinking Mourinho's going to get a stadium ban because the way, seriously, I was watching it and I said, Mourinho's not cool. Did you see there was a moment when a player went, I think Rojo got knocked down when he tried to throw the ball in, and Mourinho just smirked. He just giggled. He just laughed because it's like, this is so dumb. This is ridiculous.
For that.
Huh?
And that I remember what when you're talking about the player who knocked him down should have got a yellow card.
He didn't get nothing, no action, and this is what I'm saying. Lee Mason, and I don't think Lee Mason ain't one of them referees that upset me. There's referees in this world, Riley, is up there, with just someone that just upsets me. But Lee Mason, he's a decent ref, but today, man, he was horrible, and it made me, Joshua. I've changed my feelings on Victor Valdes, I used to like that guy. I used to like him. And then I thought, you know what? Good. I'm happy LVG didn't give you a squad number. Good. Ride the bench. I just literally, in a quick flip of a second, I literally changed my whole opinions on Victor Valdes, which is crazy. As a fan, we shouldn't do that. But I want to say I hated him, but I had a strong dislike for Victor Valdes. How did you feel about Victor Valdes?
I think I wasn't really concentrating on him too much, but it's clear he had a good game because he started saving a lot of our chances and he started to make. I was annoyed because he was time wasting and the referee wasn't doing anything about it. But I was more annoyed at the referee for not.
No, but Victor Valdes cheated. Right? He cheated.
Yeah, he did.
He went down. He didn't get. I saw that Zlatan even pulled out of the challenge. You know when he got the goal, he pulled his leg out for the follow through. So Victor Valdes just dived. He done the goalkeeping equivalent of a dive, and he chalked off the goal. This is how. And as you said, none of the Middlesbrough. If you watch it late on Match of the Day or anything that you guys are going to watch this game on, if you watch these highlights, you'll see that this is what Zlatan did. So Zlatan could be drawing with Messi right now. For the calendar year, and Valdes took that away from him.
It's true, and it's a perfectly legitimate goal.
Legitimate goal.
Upsetting about it, but I asked more questions about Lee Mason. To be honest, I think Lee Mason is someone I'm more frustrated with than Valdes, because if you look at it, Valdes plays for Middlesbrough. You know what I mean? It's not his job to do us any favors. What you expect from the referee, however, is to make decisions that are fair and reward and penalize the different teams adequately, really.
You know what? So let's move on, man. So we've spoken about the performance. We've spoken about Mourinho. There's too much, bro. We spoke about the performance. We spoke about Mourinho. We've spoken about the goalkeeper. Let's talk about Martial. Martial this week. They said it was a week of There's been a lot of speculation for Martial, the loan, the offer from Seville, and there's just been a lot in the papers. I would say the Martial that we saw in the pitch today was very exciting for me to see. It was almost like the Martial of the LBG era. The Martial that just came, he had his head up, he just wanted to attack, and I'm so happy that poo-poo Chambers, just, I hate Arsenal, It was Chambers, innit? It was the Arsenal guy. I was happy. I don't know what it is, but that Chambers didn't know what to do. Chambers looked like he wanted to hand in another transfer request. Chambers would look like he wanted to drop down another league, fam. This is how much Martial was hurting this guy. And it was just nice to see that level of response from someone like Tony Martial to be under the spotlight. In the groups, people were saying he won't start. They're actually fearing for Martial. But I think Mourinho, and this is what we got to credit Mourinho. Mourinho said, look, we need to see that Henrik level of of wanting, of guile, of going forward, of taking the game by the scruff of the neck. Because this ain't the LBJ era. But what was your opinion on Martial?
I think there are a number of key aspects I looked at. I think first and foremost, there's been a lot of scrutiny with Martial in the media. You know, you had the Sevilla offer, and you've had his agent saying things that he shouldn't really say. I think agents are almost playing themselves out. However, the first thing I'd like to do is I'd like to give respect to Martial, because at the end of the day, Callum Chambers couldn't live with him. He absolutely molested Callum Chambers. I should be careful with my choice of word, but
you got me, because we're live, bro.
He molested Callum Chambers, and I think what I found a bit disappointing. I don't think we fed him enough. I think he was on a roll, and I don't think we fed him enough. But like I said, I think he played exceptionally well, and I think he got the goal that he thoroughly deserved. But once again, though, I give it back to Mourinho, and the reason why I give it back to Mourinho is Mourinho showed incredible belief in Martial. Because like when I saw Rashford warming up, I expected Martial to come off. If I'm brutally honest,
mad. You know what I mean? You're right.
He kept. Who
came off? Who came off for Rashford?
It was Smalling.
Wow, Jay.
You know what I mean? Not only did he keep Martial on, but considering how challenging the week is, the fact that he started Martial as well, and and also Memphis is leaving, and he's saying, well, I've got players like Martial who's available. I think Mourinho did very well.
Is that guaranteed? You just threw that one out for the random Black United fans out there. They didn't know. Is that under good sources?
It's Sky Sports official. Mourinho's come out and said Memphis wants to leave, and Mourinho's made it clear that apart from Sam Jones, he's not allowing any other United player to leave on loan. And I get it. I think ultimately Memphis is an awesome player, but there's just too many players ahead of him at United.
Memphis is going, swear.
That number 7 shirt, you should never have taken it.
Well, anyway, that's another conversation. Let's keep it 100% Martial for a second. But you're right, Martial, like he really did step up to the plate. And Mourinho, once again, they say that, and you know what? We've heard a lot of crap about Mourinho being not a good manager. Fair enough, he had that season at Chelsea where it all went wrong. Like it all went terribly wrong. And Mourinho did something in a week. I was listening to his press conference, and it was like, "What do you think on Chelsea's chances of winning the league?" And he didn't want to talk about it. It's like an ex-girlfriend that you just don't want to talk about. Like, and he always reminds us as fans, like, "Listen, my team played better football than Chelsea." Do you know what I mean? But we have to be honest. Chelsea, man, when they went a goal down, when it was 2-2. No, I think Chelsea still went ahead or something like that, or came back, and then all of a sudden they just banging the goals again. So it's painful, man. But I think we do need to just focus on top 4. We don't need to be thinking about Chelsea or other teams. It's good though. It's good to be a United fan right now. I mean, like I was so happy, bro, when that goal went in. And Pogba,
that's who we need to talk about. I'm like, how are we going this whole conversation without talking about Paul Pogba? Like, the guy is out of this world. His distribution, sometimes I see him ping the ball and it looks Paul Scholes-esque. And what I mean by that is this: like, Rooney hits diagonals all day, but the difference between Paul Scholes and Rooney's diagonal would be Rooney would get the ball, he'd take a touch, he'll take 2 touches, he'd look left, he'd look right, and then he'd play the ball. And by the time he'd play the ball, the opposition had already got back in to their position. Whereas Pogba, 1 touch, bang, it's out there. And you should watch Paul Scholes. There was a video I watched.
I saw it.
Paul Pogba's passes to Paul Scholes', and I'm like, his range of distribution, how he does it, and he just getting better and better and better with each game. Come
on, United! Sorry.
There's such a character in our team that we've lost. Moyes was an idiot. Well, let me not call him an idiot, but
Moyes is an idiot. He's an idiot.
Was a joke. But with Mourinho, I'm seeing that never say die United attitude. We could be 1-0 down in the 80th minute or 89th minute, and now I believe that we can score. I believe that these players.
And you've just touched on the greatest point about belief. And we had a bad 3 years, bro. Like under Moyes, I had no belief, bro. Like And belief wasn't even a statement that I'd link to my club
Moyes.
under Moyes era. And the LVG era was like, I just when we go down, I was like, we've lost. Here's another record that someone's gonna break at Old Trafford. And I think it's kind of stemmed into the fans because we play teams that we should beat. Like by right, if you asked us 3 years ago, we would have said easy win. Like today's game, Middlesbrough, we would have been like, that's just a quick 3 points. Do you know what I mean? But because of we got so hurt in those 3 years, when we play these teams, we're cautious. And I think that cautious level does it does go to the some of the players. Some of the new players, I don't think they care. You know, like your players like Pogba and Ibrahimovic, they're believing to the last minute because they weren't here. They didn't go through the pain that we was getting through. You know what I mean? And to see Paul Pogba come up with that goal at the end, because Josh, I'm not gonna lie, I just thought, let's just take the point. You know what I mean? We'll take the point and cuss the ref. That's what I was gonna do today. I was gonna say, grab the point. The ref needs to get cussed. Yeah, but obviously we won, so the ref's still a waste man. But you know what I mean? Like we don't need to hold on. Do you know what I'm saying? Like it's just a great feeling right now. I was feeling great. I'm buzzing.
And Mourinho, because don't forget we're playing again on the 2nd of January, so that explains the rotation. He made some big risks. You changed our back four pretty much. I was like, wow, you're playing Smalling and Bailly, considering that Bailly's going to the African Cup of Nations and Jones and Rojo have been so solid. Delaney. And it all worked out. It all worked out, and there's so many positives across. The
yeah. I think one of the positives that you should say is that I think Mourinho has grown as a manager. You've seen in his time at Chelsea that Mourinho tends to use, I would say, a crop of 13 players. Rarely really goes to the subs bench, rarely rotates a squad. He's come to Old Trafford and he's seen it's a bigger team. We have a bigger squad. We can't just play just 11 guys and that's it. And to see the rotation that he's doing is to see the fact how he's using Blind, he's using Bailey, Smalling, Rojo, all these players. He's put in Darmian a few times. It's good. Things look good. As a United fan, things are looking good, and you have to just imagine, Josh. I was watching Man United today, and I thought, wow, there's no Wayne Rooney on the pitch, but I don't miss him. And that's like almost the end of an era in a sense, because I remember, it's always been the Rooney show, if that makes sense, or Rooney's always been there. And I was just watching the game and I was like, wow, this team has really evolved, and that only come because of Mourinho. So a lot of positives for Mourinho. Mourinho, hats off. I would take off my hat all the way, but hairline's not so. Yeah, man. Josh, so closing, man. Let's just close with what you're expecting during the transfer.
So I think first, for all the United fans out there, I think it's important for us to take one game at a time. Before I talk about the transfer, let's take one game. We need to win, which is good. I definitely expect to see Morgan Schneiderlin and Memphis leave. I think Schneiderlin is an unfortunate case of a player who stepped up who simply wasn't good enough. That's my opinion. I think at Southampton he played incredibly well, but when he got to Manchester United, he wasn't good enough in terms of distribution of the ball. Carrick's a lot better in terms of pressing and tackling. Herrera's proven to be a lot better. So whilst he can do a job, he ain't good enough in his job. With Memphis, I think Memphis' situation has been so unfortunate. I think that we truly were looking to build a team around Memphis, but with the emergence of, first of all, Anthony Martial, that kind of put Memphis onto the back foot. But then with the emergence of Marcus Rashford as well,
that
took Memphis further under the pecking order. And then you still have Mkhitaryan, Juan Mata,
Lingard.
There's far too many people ahead of him, and I truly believe he's going to go on and have a great career. So United need to make sure we put a clause in there. But I think it's best for him if he moves, because he's undoubtedly a talented player who needs a run of games to gather some momentum and confidence. And those opportunities simply aren't going to be there at United.
That's well, you've wrapped that up so nicely. So in terms of, I don't see Lindelof. I think that there's a centre back. I don't really see him coming in actually because they're stalling about figures. They're stalling about fees, and I feel like we have all the centre backs we need. What would you change? There's nothing to change at the back. I think if you're going to make a centre back signing, excuse me. New Year's bad. If you're gonna make a centre back signing, I'd go with no one. That's how deep it is. I don't want to see no one step in until the end of the season. Then I think we can readdress it. But there's no one I want to see leave. We still haven't seen a lot of our youngsters, so I'm not actually keen to see any signings. If I'm not gonna lie, if Martial was looking to leave, I would have said, listen, let's go for Griezmann, innit? But he seems like he's staying. I still think sometimes if a player like Griezmann does come available, we have to go for it. But there will be problems with our squad if a Griezmann comes. That's something we have to accept as well. But it's a good feeling to be a Man United fan. To all the people watching, Josh, you want to say a Happy New Year?
Happy New Year to all the United fans. 2017 is going to be our year. Bye to 2016, 15, and 14. It's time to celebrate again.
Yeah, you just said all those years that humbled us as United fans, but I definitely see 2017. Happy New Year to all the followers and Happy New Year to all the people that subscribe. Please tell your friends about this channel. Please just be involved in this channel. This is the first time you had Josh on. Josh, I think you smashed it still. Glad to have you on. And we'll definitely be having you on after games and stuff. So people, I'm the Random Black United fan. Happy New Year. Come on, bring on West Ham.
Come on.